My pranamams to Buddhas of the past, Buddhas of the future and Buddhas of the present. We have only one life. You are not having two lives, materialistic life separately, spiritual life separately. It's all only one. How you need to organize your whole life? What is this God, life, work? Can they be merged into one? Can we live the materialistic life and spiritual life together? Why should somebody be an escapist? All the problems in the world today are because he thinks that he has to spend his spiritual life separately. He should miss his materialistic life. This is the problem. In Upanishads, there was a king named Yayati. He lived for 100 years. And because he completed his century, the god of death, Yama, knocks at his door. King Yayati, you have lived your life. Now it's time to come along with me. King Yayati says, I have 100 sons. You take one of them, and I would like to live longer, because I feel that I have not lived my life. In the meantime, youngest of his sons, who was just 18 years old, he comes to his father, tells him, I am ready to go in your place along with the god of death. Yama says, okay, after a lot of pleading by Yayati, he says, okay, you can send your son if he is willing. And this youngest son, the 100th son, he goes, and King Yayati gets about another 100 years to his credit. Again he lives 100 years, he completes almost about 200 years, and then again the god of death, Yama, knocks at his door and tells him that now you have lived your life. King Yayati repeats again, sir, I have not lived my life, something is missing. Then the god of death, Yama, tells him, shall I take one of your sons? He says, okay. He takes one more son. Now he was trying to live his life, and almost he touches about 300 years, King Yayati. Now, at the 300th year, the god of death, Yama, knocks at his door. Yayati, should I take one more son? He says, no. Now I have understood what this life is all about. I missed my life. The life is here and now. If you are living in that here and now, everything is complete. And I am understanding the secret of this life. Life is very, very simple. I need to completely, alively, energetically, totally live my present moment to experience this life and nothing beyond. And this time I am ready to come along with you because I have understood life. This is exactly the philosophy, the whole of Upanishads, whole of Shiva Sutras, whole of Bhagavad Gita, Bible, Quran talk about the same thing. But why do we miss this moment? Because we have an apparatus called our mind. The mind is the biggest obstacle for a human being. Mind is always postponing to live its life. It never allow you to live its life completely. It keeps on thinking and thinking and thinking. It misses it. Once you know how to live your moment, this moment can only be like this. It cannot be otherwise. We are always thinking about our tomorrows, the next moment which is yet to come. The most unfortunate thing is this only. It keeps on thinking, imagining, planning, strategizing, manipulating, and the very mind works against the body. The mind is specifically the wall between the body and soul. We are unable to live spiritually, soulfully, only because of the mind. The mind does not allow you to live your moments. It keeps on thinking about your yesterdays, the past, the future. It is never in this particular moment. Once there was a poor man, very poor man, not even having food to eat, and he keeps thinking how nice it would be if I have little food, and the God has not given me even little food to eat. Shiva from the heaven, he overhears this poor man, and Shiva grants a boon. You can call something like a kalpa vriksha. Suddenly, when the poor man thinks about the food, surprisingly the food is present in front of him. This poor man is shocked because he gets a thought of food and it is in front of him. He eats the food and suddenly he thinks how nice it would be if I have few articles around me. Surprisingly, all the articles were present in front of him. In the mind, he gets a thought that how nice it would be if I have my own house. Surprisingly, the house was present in front of him. Then he revises his desire, how nice it would be if I have a family. The family was present. Then suddenly he gets a doubt. Is there a devil? And will the devil eat me? The moment he gets a thought of the devil was present and it devours, it eats that poor man. Such is our mind. Mind, if it is totally a soul, if the mind is not there in between your body and soul, you will be totally blissful. But why at all the mind has come in between? What is the reason? When you do not accept the moment with you, the God presented moment, then you will think of how it should be. You want to lead a life different from what you are enjoying. To be blissful, to be happy, if you accept the inevitability of this moment can only be like this. It cannot be otherwise. Then why at all we are thinking this moment to be some other way? Then you miss this moment. Again tomorrow you miss the next moment. The next moment you miss the next moment. All future comes to you only as the present. All tomorrows are today's tomorrow. The next moment is also the present moment during the next moment. We are missing, actually when you are exiting from this world, we leave everything here. The wealth, the family, the property, the name, the fame, everything is left here. When we die, only the mind comes along with us. only the mind. And this mind is called the samskara. Only this mind, simple. So, the mind is the only thing you take from this life. Now, how should you treat your mind now? How should you handle your mind? When this is the only product that comes along with you, why don't we care for what we are going to carry from here? When you are completely in this moment, you will not have four parts of your mind. Now you have partially conscious mind, unconscious mind, subconscious mind, superconscious mind. In meditation, all the unconsciousness, all the unlived life, all the samskaras, all the mental defilements are exhausted in your dhyana, in your meditation. So, what is the outcome of meditation? The mind, the partial mind becomes the full mind of God. You are not different from God. The Atma and the Paramatma, the Para Atma, the duality, the Dvaita are only because of this small gap, and this is the very purpose of your meditation. The bigger the knowledge, more the unconscious mind, unfortunately. People keep on strategizing, planning, but they don't live their moment. In lighter vein, one professor, he is getting transferred to another town. Three of his friends, they are also professors, they come to see of this professor, they come to the railway station. All the four professors are talking on the platform. So much they were involved, and suddenly they hear the announcement that the train is going to depart. Three professors jump into the train, and one professor is left on the platform. And this professor, he is almost like in a thinking mood. One of the porters comes to this professor and tells him, "Sir, please don't worry. In another 10 minutes, you have another train which will take you to the same place." Now the professor says, "I am not worried about me. I know that there is one more train. I am just worried the three professors who have come to see me off, they have got into the train and they have pushed me out." Somehow this is the thing that is happening to us. when you want to do something, you have a conscious mind, but when you are executing, your unconscious mind is playing its role. In the night, the student thinks of waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. He puts an alarm and goes to sleep. In the morning, he switches off the alarm because the unconscious mind is present when he wants to execute. Exactly this is the point. When you want to do something, you plan something, you are unconscious. But how beautiful it would be if you have totally a conscious mind. The conscious mind, awareful, equanimous, you are balanced. That is achievable with your meditation, and it's absolutely easy, and one should plan to be conscious, awareful, wakeful to reach the bliss, happiness, joy, pleasures, and to be happy. In the coming episodes, we will learn little more, and I wish you all the best. God bless you.